I'm a caterer and I also teach culinary arts. For today, we were inspired by Chef RB Manabat. I know Chef RB Manabat, which I'm sure you all know. Chef RB was my student back in College of St. Benilde, and now he's doing so well. And congratulations to you, Chef RB. And I saw on YouTube nung gumawa ka ng pares. So, gusto ko rin i-try. So, samahan niyo ako. So, I have a hot pot here. Hot pot. Or a rondo, what they call it, as they call it. So, I have some oil. So again, beef pares is like it's a Filipino stew or a Filipino braise, which basically we saute everything in the pot. Tapos palalambutin na lang natin, di ba? So we'll start off with some onion. Sweat that a bit. Pwede na rin natin isabay yung ginger. As you can see, my ginger, I put it in the food processor para mag-disintegrate yung luya o yung ginger para hindi na natin nakakagat. So I'll put that in. That's about 300 grams of ginger. And of course, about 300 grams also of garlic. Also the garlic, I put in the food processor para diba maganda ang kanyang very even ang pagka-mince niya. So, we'll sweat this a bit. Palabasan natin yung aroma. Diba? So, again, we're making beef pares. It's a comfort food. And, well, it's one of our favorites also. Diba? But it takes a while to cook kasi nga, kailangan natin siyang palambutin. Diba? And later on, I'll also explain other ways kung paano tayo makakapagpalambot ng beef, especially yung karne natin, ang beef natin here in the Philippines. Medyo, you know, it needs a little bit of TLC para mapalambot natin, di ba? So, while that is sauteing, I can actually add my beef already. So, my beef, I have here, I think a total of 7 kilos of beef. It's a mix of kalitiran and short plate. Short plate is yung beef belly. So, I have some lean meat, I have some litid from the kalitiran, but I also have some fat. So, now it's up to you kung anong gusto nyo. This will take about 2 to 3 hours for me to tenderize or to reach pork tender. So, we'll add the beef. Okay. As I've mentioned, diba, braising and stewing, this is a type of braising and stewing. Pero tayo, alam mo naman mga Pilipino, tamad tayo magluto. So we just dump everything in, diba? Until it all comes together, the flavor intensifies, and diba, mapalambot natin yung karne. So, but in the Western cuisine, diba, they usually sear it first. So, linalagyan nila ng crust yung beef. Linalagyan nila ng browning, or they allow the Maillard reaction to proceed before we add in the liquid that we're gonna use. Okay? So, syempre dito walang searing na to kasi isang bagsakan lang, di ba? But anyway, if you can see it, that's a lot of meat. I'm sharing this big batch to family and friends because, you know, nag-request sila. But again, you know, my inspiration for this recipe is actually from Chef RB. So, Chef RB, alam mo na. Alright, to this, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. Sabi nga ni Chef RB, season all the way para lumabas ang lasa. We'll add salt to that. And of course, most important is our soy sauce. Now, as we go along, pwede tayo mag-adjust. Which soy sauce do I use? More than the Japanese soy sauce, mas masarap dito yung medyo Filipino style or even Chinese style soy sauce para Parang iba kasi yung lasa ng Kikkoman eh. So, and then, very important is we add star anise or sangke, as we call it in the Philippines or in Chinese. A few of those, maybe a little more. I have some more here. Kasi ito yung nagpapalabas ng parang oriental flavor niya, diba? But also to that, I will put a few laurel leaves. Ito nakita ko somewhere, cinnamon. Nalagyan siya konting cinnamon. So, we'll do that also. I've done this in the past. You know, somehow may lumalabas na ibang aroma with the cinnamon. And of course, well, not of course, but sabi ni Chef RV, 5 spice, kaya lang wala akong 5 spice. So, all spice na lang. Hopefully, it has the same effect, right? So, if you can smell that, the allspice actually gives it a very unique aroma. And then, of course, we'll have some pepper. If you like whole black peppercorn, okay rin lang. I prefer yung durog na para hindi ko nakakagat. Pag nag-aadobo, tapos buo yung peppercorn, tapos kung makagat mo yun, it's kind of off to me. So, mas gusto kong ganyan. Also, I put a little bit of oyster sauce just to round up the taste. Okay? Now, to me, one of the things that I like to put, it's not a secret, but I've seen this, yung mga Batanggenyong Paris ganito at ang ginagamit, diba? Instead of sugar, I put palm sugar. Instead of brown sugar, I use palm sugar. Again, it has a different effect, but again, this is where the sweetness will come from. Diba? Now, some people like their Pares sweet, some don't like it sweet, more on the savory side. I think I like something in the middle. So, may konting sweetness, but not too much. Not too much. So, for me, I'll put first about, 2 big spoon scoops of the palm sugar, and then I'll just adjust later on. Buo siya, pero matutunaw rin yan. And, of course, to get some beefiness, we'll add some beef cubes. I won't say the brand. Sponsor nyo ako. So, anyway, I won't say the brand, but 2 beef cubes. 3. Dami nito eh. This is total of 7 kilos of meat. So, you need to pack it with a lot of flavor. So, of course, beef Pares. Kaya sa tinawag na Pares, kasi may kapares siya na soup at saka rice, I think, di ba? So, anything that will be eaten with rice, para mapa-extra rice na kailangan yung ulam mo. Medyo, di ba? Matapang yung flavor. So, and we'll only be able to get that with the combination of all the things that we've added into this. Alright, so I'll mix this up a bit. And then, I will just add some water to that. And we'll let it simmer. Simmer again. It's really, there's no specific time of how long we will simmer this. But again, the true test of a braise would be if we reach meat at fork tender. Yung tipong pwede natin tusukin ng fork na tuloy-tuloy na siya, walang resistance. So I'll cover this up. Maybe about 2-3 hours. If I were in a hurry, I could also do this in a pressure cooker. But wala akong ganito kalaking pressure cooker. So we'll do it this way now. Alright, I'll see you again. Okay, I'm back. Let's take a look. Alright, it's boiling away. Now, well, simmering actually, but this is what you want to achieve. You don't want to boil it. Because if you boil it, mas matagal siyang lumambot. Mas nagte-tense yung meat, okay? Plus, mas malaki yung shrinkage if you boil it, right? Now, let's just talk about different ways of tenderizing meat, okay? So sabi ko kanina, the best, or well, not the best, but another way of tenderizing meat is by using a pressure cooker. Now, how does that work? Because nakasilyado siya, so aside from yung heat, there's also pressure that somehow, you know, pounds the meat inside the pressure cooker. That's why it tenderizes. The thing is, sometimes pag na-over yung pressure cooker, nadudulog na yung meat, diba? Plus, the shrinkage medyo hindi mo makukontrol. Diba? Especially pag, let's say, meron kong hinahabol na amount of people to feed, diba? Pag nasobra yung shrinkage, mabibitin ka sa kanya. But let's take a look at how our lolos and lolas in the past paano sila nagpapalambot. First, diba naglalagay sila ng kutsara o tinidor to break the myth. It's actually true kasi pag linagyan mo siya ng bakal sa gitna, yung heat source mo, aside from sa ilalim at sa gilid ng bakal, meron kang additional heat source sa gitna. So, mas mabilis yung papalambot, diba? That's one. Second, naglalagay sila ng balat ng papaya. Now, I haven't tried it, but with research, sabi nila, kasi ang papaya, you break it down, it breaks out into tapin, or it has papin in it, which is a natural tenderizer. So, that also works. May iba naman naglalagay ng phosphor. I haven't done that, baka naman malason. Maybe that works, I don't know. But the last is, yung mga lola at lola natin, naglalagay ng yelo. Ba't kaya? And upon asking, di ba, apparently, kasi dati, hindi naman sila nagluluto sa gas stove, nagluluto sila sa kahoy, di ba? And it's pretty hard, mahirap siyang i-adjust yung temperature. Since we want it always in a simmering temperature, mas mababa siya sa boiling. So pag umaabot sa boiling, instead of kalikutin nila yung apoy, lalagyan na lang nila ng yelo, yung pinagluluto nila, para bumalik siya sa simmering, di ba? So there, so balikan natin ito mamaya. Ito medyo it's boiling na. I'm gonna lower down the temperature, bring it down to a simmer. Maybe I take out some of the, ito may mga konting impurities na lumalabas sa ito. And then, we'll take a look again later. Alright, let's check our beef pares. I think we're there already in terms of fork tender. As you can see, mamantika na rin siya. Pwede kong tanggalan siya ng mantika, pero nandun yung sarap eh. But what I can do for the last step, along the way, hindi ko na lang napakita, I added a little more sugar, brown sugar, a little more soy sauce, and some salt also, some more pepper just to give it a full body pares flavor, right? So now, last part is para rin hindi lumitaw yung mantika and also to thicken it a bit, we'll use cornstarch slurry. Cornstarch slurry, so it's just equal parts of water and cornstarch. Papalaputin niya ito. So again, para medyo kakapit siya sa rice. Ika nga ni Chef RD. So, not too much para hindi tumabang yung ating pares. So, let's see. It's half of my mixture. So, ayoko naman sobrang lapot din. Again, ito a little higher heat. So, there. Okay, medyo lumapit na. Maybe a little more. I'll finish this mixture. This is about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch with maybe half a cup of water. So, this should thicken up our sauce and our pares as a whole, and I think that's it. We're there. Okay, so let's give it a taste. So it has to be savory, sweet, a little bit sweet. Sabi ko nga konti sweet, but you taste the mixture of the sangke or the star anise, the cinnamon, diba? That's it. That's it. So. Alright. You can see medyo lumapot siya ng very slightly lang. Very slight na lapot, diba? Ayaw mo naman siya ng sobrang lapot, diba? So, I'll take the camera, I'll show you what it looks like now. So it's there, it's still simmering away. The fat is on top. Gusto natin yan, in fact. So, to serve this, syempre, hindi ko na ginawa yung rice, but do your favorite way of making your garlic rice, and then meron ka lang clear soup. Then, you scoop a little bit of this. So, some of the meat, some of the fat, diba? And of course, a lot of the sauce, dahil yan yung magpapasarap, diba? And to finalize this, we'll put some crushed garlic, fried garlic, and some spring onions. That's it. That's your beef pares, inspired by Chef RD Manabat. So, I will try it at home. Enjoy!